Lesson 3b, Chemical Equations. These are used to describe what goes into a reaction and the end result of the reaction. It lists the materials used in the reaction, which we call the reactants. It also lists the materials produced, which we call the products. A chemical word equation uses words to show the reactants and the products. In our example, the reactants are nitrogen combined with hydrogen, and the product is nitrogen trihydride. On the left are the reactants, on the right we have the products. In the middle we have an arrow showing the direction of the chemical reaction. This is what is being made, created, or what the chemical reaction yields. We don't use an equal sign. A chemical equation is where we substitute the chemical formulas in for their chemical names. In this case, elemental nitrogen is N, while elemental hydrogen is H, and nitrogen trihydride is NH3. Now recall that nitrogen and hydrogen are diatomic molecules, and should be written as N2 and H2 when found as elemental atoms. This is actually called a skeleton chemical equation, as it has yet not been balanced. The number and types of atoms on the left-hand side, the reactant side, do not equal the number and type of atoms on the right-hand side, the product side. The atoms do not equal. We will look at balancing chemical equations next lesson. This year, we will also ask you to list the physical states of the reactants and the products. Solid is denoted with a lowercase s. Remember, all ionic compounds are crystal solids, and covalent compounds are solids if they are very large. Solid aluminum would be denoted as Al subscript s. Liquids are denoted with the letter L. And molten or melted aluminum would be Al subscript L. Gases use the symbol G. And elemental oxygen would be written as O2 subscript G. And finally, anything dissolved in water is aqueous, AQ. Do not confuse this with liquids, which are melted. AQ is for things dissolved in water, which we do to most ionic compounds when performing chemical reactions. Salt water would be Na subscript AQ. If we put in our states of matter symbols in, we get N2 gas plus H2 gas yields NH3 gas.